cuenta ni quién me pegó. Perro da vueltas como un carrusel, locura recorre todita mi piel. Wake me up before I change again. Remind me the story that I won't get insane. Tell me why it's always the same. Explain me the reason why I'm so much in fear. Wake me up before I change again. Remind me the story that I won't get insane. Tell me why it's always the same. Explain me the reason why I'm so much in pain. Wake me up before I change again. Remind me the story that I won't get insane. Tell me why it's always the same. Explain me the reason why I'm so much in pain. Before I change again, remind me
Alright, cool. Let's see. Let's try again. Can everyone hear me okay? Yeah, we were here just a couple of hours ago. You know, we were playing that fun game together, remember? Remember when we were playing that fun game together, that one little small indie company game called League of Legends? Yeah, we totally didn't hostage someone into playing with us, right? Everything went fine, right? Nobody lost any sleep whatsoever, right? Thing is, we cannot end on a loss, right? We could not have ended on a loss. We had to prove the world, we had to prove everyone that we were actually really good at video games, so come on, we had to do it, right? It is absolutely not peer pressure. It was just 100% showing the world like, hey, look at this, we can play video games. All right, but how is everyone doing today? I see you all in chat. Now, I can't really, well, I can scroll up, but hopefully it won't explode my PC. So let me see if I can turn on the clickaroo on this thing. It's most likely going to be really weird. Because things are weird. I see, let's see here. I see Robert, Hack, Chris, Koa, let's see, Kwan. Just scrolling a little bit more. There we go. I can click on things. But yeah, I want to save as much CPU as I can because this is already a bit tasking for my PC, so that's why I'm not going to try to do anything crazier than this. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? Welcome and happy Tuesday. And yeah, we gotta go back to work in a bit. Sorry to remind people of that, but I feel like the vast majority of the people, at least in the EU, are going to be ready with work or done with work for today, whereas I will have to start in a couple of hours. See, heck of anything, you got yourself to blame. You got us back into that game, and we are only returning the favor. You got us back into the game, and we made sure that you got back in the game more than you should yesterday. By the way, does this look like a good POV for you guys, or should I like go lower with the camera so you guys can see a little bit more of the body? Because now it's centering the like it's centering my face basically. Or you let me know if this is looking okay. Plus, I'm also very happy that I have a little bit more space to move in, or to move around in, because otherwise, I can't do the shit that I'm doing right now, like just behind my desk. So I have just a little bit more space, not too much, but at least I can just walk around just a little bit, like half stationary. By the way, Hayden Ninja, what's up? I saw you. Welcome in, how are things? Fucking VR shenanigans working again. But yeah, maybe something like this. Is this better so you guys see a little bit more, I guess, than just my stupid face? But hated pandemonium, fuck you. But we are doing okay. I'm not entirely sure if we are going to be playing games today because, I feel like through the entire extended weekend, we have been playing a shitload of games anyway. And I just want to do some more VR stuff. I mean, it is possible that we might play one game.
Yes.
Depending on how long my battery lasts, as in of my VR headset. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But Chris' sleep was half and half okay. I overslept a little bit because my body woke me up at a very early hour that I'm thinking, why the hell? Why the fuck am I still, or why the fuck am I awake right now, even though I could have another 2 hours, of sleep? So yeah, my body was like waking me up a little bit too early. And that's why, I woke up at the alarm, so that's good. Problem is that because of that interrupted sleep thing, I was feeling a little bit groggy, so yeah. So at the moment, I'm still slowly but surely waking up. I didn't get the time to really prep my food, as in just put it in boxes, basically. So I'll do that later. But I'm gonna have some chili for today and at work. So got some chili sauce with not really chili sauce only, but more like the regular chili with tomato sauce, meats, corn, kidney beans, all that stuff. By the way, is the camera too far, or should I zoom in a little bit more?
What's up, June?
Now the question is, which avatar should I be using? Do you guys want me to switch over to a different avatar? I still got a few to mess around with. Bring out the big guns. Okay, big guns. I have big guns. Yeah, isn't that Iron Man from that one George Lucas movie, Lord of the Rings? To absolutely piss off literally everyone's. But yeah. Also, noob. I'm noob. I am indeed a noob. Thank you so very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I do hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. How do things be? Um, but, okay, so, thing is, this is from a wonderful, wonderful game that people should be playing more often. Oh yeah, Smash Bros, that one fighting game, right? That one cool fighting game with the best online ever. Well, noob, I wouldn't necessarily call myself beautiful. Far from it, actually. I am one ugly bitch, though, behind the scenes. You have no idea. But let me see. Can I also maybe pick a different thing? Oh, no, it's not a party game. No, Smash Bros, you know, that fighting game. Fighting game, right? It's not a party game. You know, like Mario Party or Mario Kart. Those are fighting games. About talking about, like, straight on my ass just to confuse the shit out of you. It's like, what? Mario Party is a fighting game? Actually, it is. You fight with your friends. We will never, ever leave League of Legends. League of Legends is everywhere, even in VR chat. Muya Tsukage, welcome in, by the way, and thank you so very much for tuning in. Practice 3D animations? What? Like 3D animation in terms of like a video, or more like animating a model to put into something? I don't know, a game or something. Like VR chat, for example. But yeah. Mid missing, juggle missing. Ping ping, all the pings on me. Like fucking bot lane dies. We're still talking about League. Bot lane fucking dies. Bot lane dies. Dives fucking Leona Ezreal in bot lane while they are picking Misfortune Soda, something like that, diving the bot lane, dying to them, and then be like, oh my god, where's my jungle? Right here.
Don't let your kids watch it. What the hell is even that?
I can't fit it in my mouth. I want to lick it.
BRB need caffeine. Weakling. Weak. You are weak. Weak, I say. Because you need caffeine to operate. I don't drink coffee. Fuck you. I don't drink coffee. The only time that I drink coffee is whenever it is either very cold, like during the winter things, but I don't even drink it when I'm trying to wake up. Because I don't beat it, because I'm not weak like you.
You underestimate my power!
But I do see people tuning in because I feel like people are now currently, slowly, ever so surely, waking up. At least over in the Americas. And good morning to you guys as well. Yeah, for me, I used to drink a lot of coffee, but I don't know. It never really got the energy boost that everyone else gets. Whenever I drink it, it doesn't really do anything. So that's why, yeah, I don't know. we are just vibing. Spent for the most. I hope you're feeling better though with little illness thingy that you're going with right now. I'll say, hey there, Morana, what's up? Where there's a pie, there's a Morana. When there's a Morana, there's also a pie. Always. I was about to say, if you live in a place like this, still, you would be absolutely filthy rich. Filthy fucking rich if you would live in a place like this. What, do you think that I'm rich? Dude, I am... How much... Like, I need to still pay a substantial amount of money, so I am well into the negative right now, but I have time until February to hopefully make things right, but I just hope that I will be able to do it. But so far, the support that you guys have given me is absolutely insane. From what I have seen, it is so fucking crazy that I'm thinking, what on earth are you guys doing? So that's why I'm doing everything I can. Every single penny counted. They're like, until February, until my birthday even, because of course it has to be like in February that I have the time, because my birthday is in February 22nd to be precise. So the issue with that is that I also need to pay my taxes by around that time. And so every single penny until that time comes, every single penny will go to the taxes. Everything that I earn will go to the taxes, and all of my expenses that I need to do for groceries, my house, mortgage that is, energy as in electricity, water, all that stuff, right? And then everything else goes to the taxes.
Money.
But yeah, that's why, again, I am still in a giant world of shit, and I wish that I wasn't in one, but I'm doing what I can to make sure that I can still continue doing this for all of you, because I want to spend time with all of you, and I want to cherish the friendships and the love that we share with one another. We are indeed just vibing at the moment, and that's most likely what we will be doing for the rest of the day. Of course, at work, I will also be vibing kind of half now. But yeah, it's going to be quite something. But yeah, I do hope that I will be able to make it. It is something that I'm thinking about every day. And it will be like that until that time where, yeah, I will be able to actually do things, at least. But that's why, I'm saving up everything that I can, though. Saving up everything that I can to make sure that I can pay it. That's why, literally, I'm working my ass off as much as I can so I can actually make sure that we won't be in trouble, right? I mean, I'm already in trouble, but you know what I mean. Also, Quan, thank you so very much for the gifted sub to Pi. Now he is free of the ads, no more ads, and access to all the emotes. Hey there, Spider-Man, as in, I absolutely hate the character Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals because Marvel Rivals is Garbo. Marvel Rivals is Garbo, Spider-Man in Marvel Rivals is Garbo, as in, it's an OP character. I hate him. But, thank you so very much, though, for the follow. I really appreciate it. No, you're not making me mad. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry one bit. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. It's just a grudge that I hold against, well, Spider-Man in general. Ever since Marvel Rivals was a thing, I started hating everything Spider-Man. See, that's the power of a game right there. Something about emotes here. You have access to all emotes now because you're subbed, or rather, you have been granted a gift sub from the real D Clipper. So yeah. Is it your birthday? Well, how old are we today? But even so, do have a happy birthday. Well, there should be a little bit of sound at least. Should be a little bit of sound. There's like a little bit of music. Just a little bit of music, and hopefully, you know, if you did hear that from what Spatula has redeemed, then yeah, it's definitely on your end. I will never go, or I will never, how do you say that? Never, not the, um, what do you say, like, about the allegations? I will never beat the allegations of people calling me a furry. See, these characters just look cool. Yeah, basically, Quan, basically. Yeah, you just know, right? Basically, like we know how Smash is a fighting game, and how F-Zero is actually a really, really cool game. See, Grail is proving my points. Grail is proving my point right there. See, there we go. See, Grail is proving my point. He is saying I play Smash as a party game, meaning that there is something else, meaning that Smash is otherwise a fighting game or a different kind of game. But considering that he is saying here that he's playing this game as a party game, means that it's not supposed to be a party game now, is it? Do I have Sona? No, I do not. So, let's see. Also, Hate of Valor. What's up? Welcome in. See, there we go. See, there we go. Grill said it. Grill said it. See, Quan, you cannot beat that. Grill's right. You cannot beat that. Grill is right. Fuck you. See, I was right all along. Oh yeah, I know, but that's the thing, like, I wouldn't know, I wouldn't know what it would look like, so therefore I don't have one, and I'm never going to have one. Unless people want to make fan art, that's fine, but for me personally, I don't think that I would ever have, like, some kind of a Sona thing. Quan, you did say that you didn't work for Nintendo officially. You work for something else first, in service of Nintendo. Therefore, not necessarily directly for Nintendo themselves. Yeah, fucking Quan works at Temu Nintendo. Basically, fucking Nan10D, whatever, I fucking know. But see, that's the thing. Smash is a fighting game, and F-Zero is a wonderful, wonderful game that you don't even know about. You know what would have been, like, I've thought about that. Imagine, I've thought about that game. Imagine if they made Federation Force play like Helldivers. How much of a blast that game would be. Yeah, no, but that's the thing. That's the thing, though, Quan. Like, that's because Helldivers came after Federation Force. But imagine if they made Federation Force play like Helldivers. That would be completely different before Helldivers 2 was even a thing. Like, imagine if they did that instead. That game would have been absolutely amazing. But yeah, imagine if they made like something really, really cool with the Federation, like the Galactic Federation. You see them in action in Metroid Prime 2 and in Metroid Prime 3. But in 2, well, 3 you can also kind of, whatever. But in 2, there's a cutscene in the, like close to the beginning of the game, where you see the Galactic Federation actually like fighting bugs, so to say, and a lot of them. I was like, this is some Starship Troopers level kind of shit. Like they already had that. And they had like these very beefy armored dudes, right? And you know, it was basically there. It was literally just Starship Troopers. Like whenever the those dark what are those things called again? Those jumpy dudes. I forgot the name of these things. I think they call splinters or something like that. So these dark bug thieves are crawling like down the wall and shit like that. Like that was literally some Starship Troopers level kind of shit. Imagine if they just did something with the Federation like that. They had it, they visualized it, they had it, but they just didn't do it. My thoughts about skateboarding, I have never gotten into it. Me personally, skateboarding is something that I haven't tried. Haven't tried in terms of taking it seriously. And I did try to go like on a skateboard and I was absolutely terrified. But what I did do though is roller skating, like with rollerblades and shit like that. That's something that I did do. But as for a skate game, I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm mostly up for just vibing, basically. Vibing before the storm, that is work. But yeah. Also, it's been a while since I've used this avatar, so... It's been a very, very long time. I remember when I would list, like, vibe to music with this avatar, too. I think there's still, like, a video of that, like, on the YouTubes. I have time to stream, indeed, before work, yeah. I always try to do that because after work I will be way too tired and nobody's gonna be awake by that time. But, Steelheart, you'll find work. You'll get some work, don't worry about that. Yeah, I indeed have to work, or wake up rather, quite some time in advance, so yeah, basically. That's why by the time that I go to bed, I instantly just go to bed when I'm done with work. Also, I'm just trying to be careful not to kick my cats because they're running around me right now. But, let's see. But yeah, see, like, this is a skin that I've had for quite a while, though. What world is this? This world is called the Cozy Apartment. Let's see. Yeah, just Cozy Apartments. And you should be able to find it. Should be the first one. Let me look it up. So, Cozy Apartments. Yeah, it should be the first one. Yeah, I should also start working out again, but last time I tried, that didn't last long. But it is definitely, I don't know, like I'm already super busy with all the other things. Like I'm busy with work, I'm busy with streaming, I'm busy with off-stream stuff, I'm busy with taking care of my cats, I'm busy with cooking food. I'm busy with taking care of my house. I'm busy taking care of all my finances. I'm busy taking care of the bullshit taxes that I need to pay in February. Like, there's many things on my mind. So, fucking gin stuff is not gonna be happening anytime soon. Well, the thing is, with me now, well, I'm gonna have to do packages probably today. Like, those are still exercises for me to basically squats because like when I pick up things, I go through my legs and don't fold like a pretzel using my back, but I basically go through my legs in order to pick up things and then lift shit that way. You know what's chill though about this week is that it is one less day of work basically because yesterday was our national holiday and therefore I didn't have to go to work. And like that, I was able to, stream for longer. But that also means that there's one less work day in this week, meaning we only need to work 4 days now before the weekend hits again. By the way, I'm actually saying them IRL as well because my feet are killing me. Like, I'm using these slipper thingies, but there's like barely any cushioning. It's just to keep my socks more or less clean from, football and stuff like that. Like all the dusty stuff. So I'm just here, just here, just sitting, just vibing. A 4-day weekend this weekend. Oh, Jesus Christ. I want that too. Give me. Let's see. Morana lifting, is that your workout routine? Just lifting your wife? Let's see. But yeah, I'm not gonna have any holiday whatsoever. Like, I can take like days off, for example, like unpaid days off. And there's one day that I can, one day that I do get paid leave or a paid day off. But that's because I already used all of my days off when I was in when I was working in McDonald's. So yeah. But that's why, for the rest of the year, I will only have one day off. Well, unless it is with the holidays, Also, hey there, Darth. What's up? Welcome in. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting here just vibing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm the same way. I try to work with every fiber that I can, but also to the extent that it's not overexerting. But the vast majority of the job is behind the desk. By the way, Zatanna really likes, still really likes crawling under my couch behind me. Well, not behind me, the one that I'm sitting on right now. But usually this couch is behind me. Like she really likes to crawl under the couch. You know, I feel like it could be, like if I would lay down, how funky would it look like? Because I do not have full body tracking, FYI. Yeah, I know about the VTuber community being on fire again, so that is always fun, right? But yeah. Let's see. Store that you work at is getting rebottled. Snack wraps? No idea what that is, but yeah, you know, the other Nintendo franchise like F-Zero. It's also a cool game, right? Yeah, see, Quan, you're not. Yeah, you don't work for Nintendo. If you don't even know what F-Zero is, then what do you know about Nintendo, huh? You're supposed to work at Nintendo, but you don't even know what F-Zero is? Wow. Mister, I work at Nintendo. I mean, shit. I mean, what do you mean by that, though? Streams are being canceled because of the shit they say. What kind of shit are you saying, though? They are being canceled from saying certain things, to which I can already imagine what is going to be, but also, if they are being canceled by certain other people and communities, then it's always been like that, so don't worry about that. But what are the things? What are some examples? Yeah, I mean, if people are saying that kind of stuff, but again, it depends. It depends on what they're saying. Sometimes, like Eve, I can speak from experience, sometimes people say things, even though it is not racist, so to say, that they are still being seen as racist. So that's also, like, context is extremely important when it comes to things like this. As for, yeah, Vishojo's thing, that is, you know my points on that. The video is there for a reason, and there's nothing else to say about that until further notice. My mind or my opinion on that is not going to change. Whatever has been done, and there's absolutely nothing that they can do to, like, stop whatever's happening. And like I predicted, like I literally predicted as well, like something big is going to happen in the VTuber community. This is it. Plus, I also predicted it in that video that now other people are going to speak up, and literally not how many hours that we are into this shit right now. Kason is also saying that she's owed money. So again, fucking called it again. But that's 3 times in a row. So I'm just saying, now everyone is going to speak up, just like I said. Yeah, Robert, that's nothing new. That's absolutely nothing new, though. That is just common sense. That has been, you know, that's just common sense for people to be hating on, well, hating is maybe a big word, but extremely disappointed, right? No, everyone is leaving, dude. Everyone is leaving Vishojo. Everyone. There's not a single soul on this planet that would actually want to be part of Vishojo right now. No one. Fucking no one, forget it. I mean, Robert, you claiming that the streamer community is going to shit, then you definitely have not been checking out things properly then. But yeah. No, Colonel, they're not gonna hire her. They are not gonna hire anyone. It's GG. It's game over. GG. Well played. Even though it's not a well played. GG. Bad game. BG. Easy. FF20. Whatever. But yeah. And this is where every agency is going to be highly where I say that. Though people are going to be highly suspicious of literally every agency out there. Trust FTP, respect, X to doubts, yeah, all that stuff. Though it isn't necessarily specifically VShojo stuff, but with the things that are happening right now, it is. But it's just like general VTubing stuff on Twitter is going to be all about VShojo, so we find it. It's even on YouTube already. Even the legendary Moist Critical himself has also already made a video on that. So yeah, it is not good. And we will see what else is going to be popping out of the box because, again, like I said, like I predicted, there's already people speaking up about other things that agencies have been doing, including VShojo. For example, that with K-Sun as well, being old money. That, again, fucking called it. Literally everyone is now going to speak up about it. And that is something that I don't know. If something that big is there, shouldn't that have been discussed maybe a bit earlier? I mean, that's something that I was thinking. Like, there's so many powerful people, so many powerful and influential people that I'm thinking, why haven't they said anything about that yet? I guess it's just that the people were too trusting. That's what I think. I think that is the main reason why. They were too trusting into the kindness, and they were also blinded by this love that they have for the agency, and therefore, yeah, didn't really bring it to light sooner or try to make conclusions, right? Like, if I would be part of an agency, and if I'm not getting paid in a month, I would be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I would instantly go to, whoever's paying me and be like, hey, where's my piece of the pie? And then if it's after 2 months that I'm still not getting anything, I'll be like, no, dude, fucking do something, or it's gonna be some, fucking attorney, lawsuit, court case shit gonna go on. So I'm just saying, like, when it gets to that point, I would not have waited that fucking long. That is also a thing, though. Like with what Chris is saying here, that imagine being an introverted person who wants and needs friends, and your management tells you that without you, people will lose jobs. I would just, the moment that is being said to me, I would be like, oh, so that's how it is. So you see me as a money income. That's it. Literally just that. You just see me as a source of funds to you, to your company, and therefore guilt tripping the shit out of me to be like, oh, so without me, everyone else is going to be into shit. So what you're saying is that I don't need you, but you need me. Which is like, then he can basically do whatever he wants. It's that simple. Like, you make the best decision that you can and just get the hell out of that toxic cesspool and just, just fucking focus on yourself, focus on taking good care of yourself first and foremost. And if people are guilt tripping you into doing things that you aren't comfortable with, then you shouldn't be doing that whatsoever. But yeah, again, People are going to speak up about it. There's many, 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 many more things that are going to happen. Trust me. There are many things that are going to happen in the coming few months. Things that are going to be revealed. Things that are going to be brought up by people that are very influential. And it's going to be all over Twitter for at least about 1 month, 2 months, something like that. Yeah, that's the last thing that people should be doing right now. As I've mentioned before in a video, people are going to pry as much information as they can out of this situation purely for clout. Purely for clout to be like, oh, Bishoujo is now under fire. I'm going to profit off of that now. That's literally what people are going to do right now. And that's why I really urge people, like, don't do that. This is not going to make you look good. It's going to make you look bad. And people are going to see you as something, as a clout chaser. So don't do that. And just support the people directly. That's all I can, that's the best thing that you can do. Just support the people directly that are involved in a situation. Don't try to make the situation worse than it already is, because the information will come to light. Whether you want it or not, it is going to come to light, because now is the opportunity for those that have been involved and those that have been impacted for them to speak up. That's literally the chance and the opportunity that they have right now. But again, to me, I suppose that they have not been talking about that sooner because of situations and NDAs probably, and also just them being too trusting of something. So that's why, again, everyone is going to speak up about something, about someone, and it's going to be all over the place. So we are entering a new era of chaos in the VTuber community yet again. But again, this is why I prefer to stick on our little island, so that we have our community that we can manage, that we can spend time with together without any of that bullshit being involved. And no one in our community has to be involved in that shit. But it is a very shitty situation to be in, and I just hope that the people involved are going to be doing okay. And again, there's always a way to support the talents directly, and I would be urging you to, like, if you support one of the talents of Bishoujo, or X talents in his case now, it is best to do so, to support them directly. Make sure that that you let them know that you support them, that you're there for them, that you are still going to be watching them and tuning into their streams and to their content, even if they aren't part of an agency. Just, just be taking good care of them. That's the best thing you can do, and that's the only thing that you need to do. That's literally the only thing that you need to do. There's no need to be, going like, oh, Bishoujo is now such a bad thing. Did you see this? And did you see Keisan now is also saying that she owes, or that Bishoujo owes Keisan money? And again, there's no need to do that. Continue supporting the people directly, support the individuals, and take good care of them. It's that simple. That's the only thing that you have to do. Don't make a situation worse just because you might get a kick out of it, just because people are gonna get like pull out for it. Just stay true to yourself and continue supporting the people that you've always supported. It's that simple. Everything else is gonna happen by itself. Everything else is gonna happen by itself, and there's nothing that you should be doing because it won't change anything. It won't change anything because whatever is done, like I said in the video, whatever is done is done. No matter how much hate you want to spread, for example, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. So that's why the only way that you can make a change is by supporting those that have been involved, that have been affected by the situation. It is that simple. But of course, people nowadays and simple things and commonsensical things don't go well together. But Dar, thank you so very much for the 100 biddies. I really appreciate it though. And do take care of yourself first and foremost. But with this 100 biddies, you could have also done something for yourself. By the way, Sally, how are things? Is the wife awake, by the way? But welcome in, Sally. Do you like what you see? Do you like the VR things? I don't think you've seen this before, right? The VR shenanigans. I feel like this character, though, in particular, is the most expressive. I think this one is like the most expressive and maybe the most entertaining. You know, out of this entire situation, what people can learn from this is you don't necessarily need an agency to do okay, right? So, if anything, of course, an agency will help you in terms of visibility and in terms of getting merch out and this and that. But just remember to where those funds go. Of course, not every agency is the same as any other, but still, this current situation will definitely make people think like, oh, maybe I should join an agency. Maybe I can do things on my own, which you can. I know how that feels though. At the moment, I also wish that I could just be laying in bed right now, but sadly enough, I gotta go to work in a bit, so... So it is currently, unless my, like this clock thing is cucking me at the moment, so let me just double check the time. Okay, so that clock thing is actually, okay, it's accurate in here. So I at least know what time it is in VR, wowie. Because sometimes you would lose track of time whenever you're in VR for a long period of time. But it is indeed now a quarter till 7 p.m., meaning that in a quarter or 15 minutes, I would have about 2 hours and a half still left of streaming. And then, yeah, there we go. Also, let me set up things properly so I can address someone properly here as well. If I don't bump into shit all over the place, that would be nice. But there we go. So, Sazo, welcome in. You have the wife indeed. How are you awake? What does it look like to you, Sato? You having fun? Do you like what you see? How have you been, wife? How have you been? The struggles of a new desk. I remember when I had to hoist a fucking table, like, upstairs here. Basically to, like, empty up another room that I had. Well, that I still have, but I just emptied that one. Well, yeah. Yeah, Sato is our resident chambermaid waifu. But, yeah, I have a regular kind of desk, like not really, some kind of a crazy setup or anything like that. I've been thinking about it, like getting one of those corner L-shaped desks, but I feel like, one, I don't have the funds, two, I probably don't have the space. And three, is it absolutely necessary? And that's why I'm thinking I don't really, like me in person, or me personally, I don't really like buying things just to make myself more luxurious. It is one thing necessity or the essential use of something. For example, with cars, I don't really care whether a car is new or old as long as it gets me from point A to point B in a proper manner and it is more or less reliable. Then I don't care what kind of car that I'm driving in, as long as it isn't a French brand. Wait, Sato, wait. So you got your sexy mom car without being a mom? Well, how about this? I'll be your mommy. By the way, Alfa Romeo, yeah, I've also heard like things about that. Like as fancy as they might look, but not really for me. But yeah, I feel like Sato is probably dying inside. Something like that. Dying inside of laughter or embarrassment. Something along those lines. Or a combination of the two. Wait, Forest Hammer, what's up? Also, indeed, no more ads for you, but thank you so very much for the sub, though. I really appreciate it. And let me remind you, ladies and gents, again, for the how manyth time that I've said that, that you should be taking more care of yourself first and foremost. I mean, there is indeed a goal, okay? But that doesn't mean that you guys have to do so, okay? Just because this goal is here doesn't mean, you know. Also, Wiener? Who's Wiener? Who's the Wiener? Wait, Wiener? Who's Wiener? But I do have other, like, things. What kind of characters do you like, Sato? Let's see if I have at least something close to what you like. Well, I have about 35 avatars saved in my accounts. I'm gonna go up to 50 or even more if I go for VRC plus, but fuck paying for VR chat. But yeah, I have a billion Lunas though. That really depends on what you would like to see, of course, or what kind of character that you would like to see. I can go to a world basically where there is basically an infinite amount of avatars to browse through, but yeah. Oh, wait, I know. Yeah, let's go through that world. Of course, the lighting is going to be better, by the way. You guys are going to see the avatar more clearly. But I'm going to go to a world, and I know exactly what Sato wants. Want to bet? I know exactly, fucking exactly what not Murana. Well, I know what Murana wants too, but I know what Sato wants. See, I know exactly what, I know exactly what Sato wants. See, right there, right here. See, yeah, that's so real. I can move, I can see you. You play me every day, Sato, I see you. You play me every day, and together we carry the shit out of our shitty teammates.
Nice.
Extra thick! What the hell is even that?
Yes!
You underestimate my power!
I can't fit it in my mouth. I want to lick it.
Wait, the Blizzard Bakery. Oh, wait. I was thinking Blizzard Bakery. What do you mean, Blizzard Bakery? This is Blizzard. Don't you guys have phones? Now this one is more up my alley. My main, who is Sally Duff, the shittest character in the entire game. I'm still able to do well with her.
Nice.
Though it is literally the shittest character in the game. Literally everyone will say so. Everyone that plays Marvel Rivals is gonna say that Black Widow is the shittest character in the game.
Hello there.
Finally, a good skin for Shigo, because there are other skins in here, but they're not really that good. But
I can't fit it in
what
my
I do want
mouth.
to know
Wanna lick
is,
it?
are there any other franchises that that you guys want to see some kind of games? But yeah, this is this is quite interesting. I do feel like the math movements are a little bit small, to be honest. But also the eyes are just being wonky. I think this model in general is a little bit busted, just a little. I mean, like in terms of the gestures and the animations, because the eyes keep being closed. I mean, I will definitely add this one to the favorites, though. Finally, like a good-looking Shigo thing, because again, there's other ones, but they aren't exactly as accurate as everything else here. But by the way, let's see here. Volcanion, thank you so very much for the follow, though. I really appreciate it. I also saw that we have a new sub on our YouTube channel. So yeah, worry for that. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Zizix. Thank you so very much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I do hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. Raven? I do have a Raven. I have a cool Raven. Well, cool Raven. Sadly enough, it's a Fortnite one, but it's still a cool one. Oh, wait, no, this one isn't the Fortnite one, is it? No, it's not. I don't know, is it? I think it is. I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't know. There's many things, but I too like Raven, though. But where's, like, the actual Raven thing with, like, the outfit that she has on? Of course, it's gonna be a shitload of other Ravens that I don't need to see. Just gonna check in, and hopefully... See, this one. This is the best one. This is the best one. I feel like there's someone in our community by the name of Pandemonium that has a very vivid memory of me using this one. Have I watched Hell of a Boss yet? Wait, is there a new one? Like Wait, is there a new one like today or what? Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I'm being stupid. I can't read. Yeah. It is fun. It is really fun. But yeah, it is. There's a lot of fun avatars in this thing. Again, VR chat, anyone can pick it up. You don't need a VR headset in order to play VR chat. But yeah. But that's okay, Dragon Blaze. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I do hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day at work. Is it on Steam? Yep, it is indeed on Steam. So, and it's free. It's like a gay large or something like that. Do note, if you go to Public Worlds in VR chat, you're going to be heavily disappointed with the amount of degeneracy and absolute disrespect and toxicity that is out there. You have to be very lucky in order to find a public instance of certain worlds where things are actually chill. But most of the time, they are absolutely not chill. And therefore, hanging out with people that you know is infinitely better to just hang out, with your friends in VR chat and just do silly shit together. Oh yeah, there's this world that I'm in right now where you can then basically save avatars And then, that you don't need to go back to this world or manually go back and forth in order to change avatars. You can favorite them, and then through your options, you're able to set them, that you have them accessible or access to you, or that you have access to it rather, wherever you are in VR chat. Dude, I don't even have boobs this big. I am medium as premium shaped. I can see how that is an issue, though. But for me, I am happy that I am proud to say that down below, from my waist to my hips, to my thighs, to my ass, I'm very happy with those. I'm very happy with those, so... Wait, you love that I do what every time that I bring up a model? What do you mean? Oh, the fingered cunts. Phil Taft. I was already thinking, like, what do you mean? What do I do when I... It's just because I picked this avatar, because I know that there's someone in the chat that has that has quite the affection towards this character. So yeah. trying to find a vibe, but the only one that I find is the one in Arcane. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna need to check on something real quick, so give me just a sec to gather up something here real quick. Oh wait, hang on. This one doesn't have that. Because I need to take off my headset because something smells absolutely terrible in here, and I feel like my cats did something. So I'm just gonna have to double check on something really quickly. Let's see. Does this one have that? Let me see here. All right, cool. So I can put it like in this pose. This is basically like an AFK pose thing. So I can basically like move around as much as I want, but the pose is not going to change. So BRB real quick. Eh. Eh.
Yes!
Okay, hang on a second. What is going on? I'm moving a lot of shit and there's a lot of shit going on. Yeah, I was I was trying to like find my microphone. I was like scuffing like some shit. There we go. What's up? I have returned. Give me just a sec to set things up again. I had to move quite some shit though. I found something under the fucking sofa that I didn't expect to find, so... Alright, cool. There we go. But yeah, I had to move a shitload of stuff. And that's why I was like trying to find whatever. So I had to move like by its sofa a bit, and then like I just threw a lot of shit on the sofa as well, tried to move that. I couldn't find where my headset was, so that's why if you heard any funky sounds, that was just me just scuffling around for the fucking headset. There's like so much crap here right now. Basically what happened is the smell that I was smelling was apparently a couple of hairballs that were under my sofa. So I was like, what the fuck is, like, I started smelling something really bad. I was like, what is going on? And there were, yeah, a couple of hairballs under my sofa. Remember when I said that I, found it funny how, how I found it funny how Zatanna likes to crawl under the sofa? Well, looks like I found a culprit. Well, Hack, you're close. It's the other way around. As in, a shitted a cat. No, never mind. But basically, there were a couple of hairballs under my sofa. So I was like throwing shit around everywhere in order to move my sofa around because I don't have a lot of space here. So I had to like throw a lot of shit onto my sofa so that I have space to move the damn thing. And yeah. I do apologize for the long wait though. But like in, let's say about, when would this be? Yeah, in about an hour and 20 minutes-ish. I'm just gonna put some stuff in my rice cooker, get that one ready. Then I will have fresh rice by the time that I'm done with streaming. And then at 9:30, we should be able to round up the stream. And then I will be able to eat, take care about certain things, and then go to work. But I hope you guys haven't been waiting for too long. I hope you guys were able to take care of yourselves in the meantime. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit low energy, a bit tired, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to continue streaming. But I will be, am I at Sato's bar? Am I? Could be, potentially. There's another bar too, so we vibing at the moment. We chillin', we vibing. I do wonder which avatar of this entire bunch do you guys like the most? Like, is this one something? You might pass out for a nap. I wish that I could do that right now, but I can't. I still have some things to do, and I still have to work, so yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that like this one, though. The chambermaid one. By the way, that one is made by Ninja, so... See, even Ninja likes this one more. Even Ninja likes this one more. But... Yeah. This one is the most expressive one of the bunch, so... By the way, for those that don't realize it yet, this character right here is one of the 4 characters that is in with or within my VTuber model. The red streak of hair is literally from this character right here.
Let's upgrade this sub, shall we? Love ya, Tabby.
But Munchie, thank you so very much for thank you so very much though for the sub. Though I really appreciate it. But do take care of yourself first and foremost, okay? Like, please do that for me. Can you all do that for me? That would be very nice because you guys deserve it way more than I do. Let me be real with you all. You guys deserve it way more than I do. I mean, you guys take care of yourselves first and foremost. There's absolutely no need to be putting yourself aside for yourself. Just you guys take care of yourself. You don't have to, do that for me. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. You definitely don't have to. I won't request that of you either, ever. Like, that is a thing that's that I hope to be able to do again for as long as we do this. So your happiness is my priority, and that will always be the case. By the way, I'm actually sitting now for just a bit because my feet are killing me. But yeah, like maybe I should wear some kind of proper shoes rather than these slipper thingies because they barely have any cushioning, and it's just to make sure that my socks aren't all super dirty when I walk around the house. Yeah, next time I'll just wear like these very cushiony shoes. But yeah, I'm currently just sitting down, we vibing. But yeah, in terms of streaming, hopefully one day we can be spending more and more time together. That'd be fun. Clean my floor? I don't have the time for that. My house is an absolute mess, and I do not have the time for cleaning. Like, it's still okay, but it's still also a mess. Yeah, like my house is a bit of a mess though. There's like crap everywhere. But at least like I can still move in it. It's not like there's junk everywhere. It's just a bit dirty, but it's okay. It's not that bad. But yeah, that's also a bit of a curse, I guess, that I have that I don't have time to do that. I literally don't have time to do that. Honestly, you cannot clean an entire house on 1 or 2 ARM games. Just saying. I am 100% sure, though, if you would go through my house with a leaf blower, you'll make it infinitely worse. You might want to be careful with that. But yeah, I am feeling a bit tired, though. That is not good. Hopefully, with me eating soon, will kinda revitalize me a little bit, but I am exhausted already. Also, hey to Cizo from the What's Up, welcome in. Sleep? What do you mean sleep? I don't have time to sleep. You know, it could also be because this headset, there's like a lot of heat coming from the headset itself. Plus, also with me having this thing on my head, it also kind of isolates the heat from the top of my head, like around the top of my head, meaning that, you know, you can get a little bit drowsy using VR for long periods of time. That could also be it because we are now in VR for about 3 hours ish, so. Yeah, what is sleep anyway? What is that? Can someone explain that? What is that sleep? Can you eat that? What does it taste like? What does sleep taste like? You know, I'm not gonna lie, a nap actually sounds very interesting right now. The problem is that knowing me, I am probably gonna sleep through the alarm like crazy. Remember that though. I remember when Ninja was saying like, "Hey, you're Tappy, you You should be taking a nap. How about you go take a nap? That'll be okay. I was like, okay, sure, I'll take a nap. I took the nap and I slept for how long? Wasn't I remember that. I remember that, Ninja, was it? The cause of, yeah, that was you, Ninja. You told me to. And then I woke up and then I posted something along the lines of never trust a French or something like that. Was it a good nap though? I think it was, but when I woke up, I was like, that I was just like sleeping, and then I woke up and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna check what time it is now. And I looked at my phone and I was like, oh shit. I remember one time where I slept through like almost the entire day. I basically slept for like in one go, by the way. I have no idea how the fuck I did that. In one go, I slept for 16 hours. And I remember that. It was back when I still lived with my parents, and they were on a vacation. It was also like holiday for me, or vacation for me. And I was like, just sleeping, whatever. And so I was sleeping for that long, and I went to bed when it was dark. It was like really dark. I was like, yeah, okay, it's the middle of the night. Then of course, I just went to bed. I slept. I woke up and it was still dark. I was like, oh, maybe I just only slept for like 3 hours, and then I noticed like, oh shit, it's fucking 8 p.m. already. So that was something. And back then we had birds, we had parrots, and I had to quickly like fill their food bowl because otherwise those guys wouldn't be eating shit. But yeah, it is the how do you say that? The circle of life that we are in, of waking up at times that we shouldn't be waking up, which happened to be today, where I woke up too early, and that was basically interrupting my sleep cycle. And I am now currently operating on, let's say, 4 hours plus 2 hours of sleep, as in 4 hours I slept in, Then I woke up, then I had another 2 hours. But yeah, it is not a continuous sleep, so rest in peace, me. And I feel quite tired. I was once able to stay for 48 hours, but that was way, way long ago. It was 84 years ago. But it is quite something, though. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that again, like, whatsoever. Even 24 hours, I won't be able to do that. So... yeah. Nope, I am far from, I am ancient. I'm far from being young. I am super ancient. Fucking prime wife age. I am single as fuck. I don't have anyone that is going to date me or anything. My entire body aches. We are at so much pain. Yeah. I don't think that if this is my prime, I want none of it. But yeah, see, that's the thing. I am single AF, and yeah, it's a difficult thing. But yeah, in terms of dating, I don't know. I really don't know. Dating has become impossible, and it really sucks though. Like, sometimes I just wish that I had someone to call my significant other. Would be nice. Would be nice to do so again. To you know, to just hug and cuddle and do stupid shit together. But dating in general, it's like constantly walking on eggshells, and I'm not in for that. I really don't. But I really don't want to go into that with going with the dating thing and then seeing if things work out, and then maybe you'll get a response, maybe things work out, and most of the time you just get ghosted, or just people just don't bother with you, or couldn't be bothered with you, and that really sucks though. It's all these expectations too, these expectations of like, yeah, you must do this, you must do that. But for me, I don't know. As much as I would like to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, it is going to be quite a struggle. And at the moment, I already am stressed out enough that I'm thinking, should I add another stress factor on top of everything else that's going on? And that's usually the thing as well with dating, that in case things don't work out well, then of course that's gonna put another pile of stress on top of you. And yeah, I am okay where I am now in terms of stress. Well, okay, it's not okay, but okay in the sense of I don't need more. So, but yeah, see, and that's the sad part. Like, and it's everywhere around the world too, especially in the say the Far East. Like in Japan, for example, and the Koreas, is just that fucking dating in general, or relationships and birth rates are just plummeting like crazy, and that is not a good thing. And it's here as well, like in Belgium, honestly. Like there's this one group where they organize like dates and whatever. for people who are a bit like-minded in terms of pop culture and games, anime, all that stuff. But the problem is that there are so many, like the ratio from guy to gal is like 1 in 10, for example. And it's crazy. And the vast majority of the gals in that group aren't even looking for a romantic interest. And that's why I feel like, why are you in that group then to begin with? But yeah, it is sad though. Like no one is really actively trying to find someone except for the guys. Like you guys, it's very much a presence of just seeing a lot of guys just wanting to have someone. And it is just sad to see that like the market is not exactly saturated, but it's more like there is a shortage of compared to the amounts of like the ratio and compared to male to female is way out of balance. It is way out of balance. Like there's way more dudes that are looking for gals rather than the other way around. Even though the other way around, I know that there are gals that are also looking for guys, or guys looking for guys, gals looking for gals. That's also possible, but it like in a regular straight thing, it is it just it is near impossible nowadays because there's too little. Like the demand is there, but the amount of how would I say that there's just a shortage. So and that really sucks though. And it's really shitty to see that happen though. Demand, no supply. There we go. Yep, that's the word that I was looking for. But that's indeed the thing that I wish that everything was a bit more balanced. That would be nice. But for me, again, like I wish that I had someone, but I just, well, it's not that I can't find them. It's just more like, can I find the right one? Because I just don't want to go into another relationship and just be like, oh, happy-go-lucky, this and that, and then the relationship gets ended in a couple of years. I don't want that. But yeah, it's difficult. It's also difficult to see just other people suffer from that. And again, I wish that I could help them with that. Problem is, like, could I help them with that? I could, but it wouldn't be genuine in a sense of they want someone, but I'm not just going to be with someone just because it will then make them feel better. Know what I mean? So for me, it's not that I'm being picky. It's just me wanting the ideal partner for me, but not necessarily like having high demands or anything. It's more in the sense of, is my significant other going to be reliable and stable in terms of, well, a bit of everything, but someone that is going to be my equal in a relationship, right? Rather than being someone that is heavily dependent on me, for example, or the other way around. Like I don't want that. I want I want my significant other to be equal to me in terms of, pulling your weight, or however you say it, like in the relationship, that everyone carries their own weight, and that we just help each other with that, rather than just be like dumping someone's problems onto someone else and hoping that that other person would be able to fix it somehow by being together, which is stupid, which never works. And I know that there's people in here that would do that. There's people that I know that want to be in a relationship, and they just want to be in a relationship just for the sake of not being lonely or depressed anymore, which is a stupid excuse. That is a stupid fucking excuse to try to find a relationship, because if that is your main goal of being in a relationship, no relationship whatsoever is going to work out. And that's just how it is. A relationship or someone should not be in your life in order to fix whatever shit you're dealing with. But that's okay, Chrono. Do take care, alright? And thank you so very much for tuning in. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, don't jump into a relationship or just be so hell-bent on being in a relationship purely because you don't want to be lonely anymore, just because you want to have someone in your life. That should not be the reason why you would be wanting to be in a relationship. If anything, you being in a relationship is you offering all of your love, all of your affection, all the good stuff to someone rather than being demanding them of that same thing. You should be giving it instead rather than asking or requesting that from them by being or requesting to be in a relationship. Because otherwise, shit is just going to be, yeah, it's just not going to work out. Trust me. It's never, ever going to work out. And, yeah, that's why I want to be in a relationship with someone, because they will have my unconditional love and support that I have for them, if everything goes well, that is. Then I would just do that, and I would not ask anything of my significant other. I wouldn't be asking like, oh, can I please have some money, or can you please do this for me, or I won't do that stuff. Just has to be commonsensical things and just people doing things genuinely, and just like almost like it's some kind of an automatic response to do things for one another rather than being requested of that all the time. I mean, like literally asking things, it really depends, but more like that you shouldn't be asking things in terms of improving the relationship. Like it should just happen automatically, in my opinion, where you don't have to steer the relationship like so hard that it's like it has to be this way and no other way, but it's more like something that comes out naturally and you mutually just decide like, oh yeah, sure, we can do that, without the really actively asking things. But that's just me, I guess. But again, I'm not exactly someone that is high maintenance. I am very independent when it comes to how I live, right? So for me, it's just something of that, like, I'm not really someone that asks for a lot in a relationship, or if anything at all. But yeah, it is like for me, I will continue streaming, for example, or I will do work, and of course there will be some time for my significant other, to which the schedule obviously is going to change. But otherwise, things are just going to be, everything is just going to work out fine. But again, like I would just do the things that I've always been doing, and then of course take time for my significant other, take care of them, and do typical relationship stuff. But I am not someone that is very demanding of someone's attention or someone's, how would I say this? Someone's presence, right? Yeah, and that is a bit of the things that was a bit troubling in my last relationship. And again, I want to be absolutely clear. It's not that my last relationship was like entirely bad. Far from it. Actually, I've said it before. It was actually the best relationship that I've had in a very long while. But I couldn't pursue the things that I wanted to do without feeling guilty for it, right? And it got to the point where they were asking me, or basically saying or telling me, like, yeah, we're living next to each other rather than with one another. But yeah, I do have a lot of hobbies, or I had even more hobbies back then. And I told them about that, like, hey, I have these hobbies, you might want to, And like, for example, when I went to like an airsoft event, like they weren't too happy with me going there because then they would be left alone. Um, and also, for example, me streaming back in the day was also something that they didn't really enjoy because I would usually stream for quite a long time. And they weren't too happy with me doing that. And it wasn't that it was like that every day. I wouldn't be streaming every day, just whenever I could. Whenever there was nothing to do, then I would be streaming. I would just like be, first check like whatever my significant other wants to do. And sometimes we would just be watching some series or some movies. And like once that's done, if they would be feeling sleepy, for example, that would be like, okay, you can go to bed, I'll go stream. And they weren't always too happy with that. And I was like, but I still want to do things. So there was a lot of things that were taken from me, and I've given them like all the freedom that they wanted. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted. I didn't care. They could do whatever they wanted. Yeah, it was a bit difficult. And the funny part is that they even said that in their last relationship, they didn't get that much freedom from their significant other, which I'm thinking, yeah, I told you I'm not that difficult when it comes to relationships. I'm not that difficult. You can do whatever you want. And then whenever you're in a relationship with me, just let me know about it. Like, don't go cheating. But aside from that, if you want to go out, you can go out. If you want to hang out with your friends, you can do that. If you want to go somewhere and, I don't know, something, I don't know, whatever you want to do, as long as you don't cheat on me, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Have fun. So again, to that extent, I've always been like that, to give my significant other the freedom that they should be having, right? And I won't judge them for like doing something. So yeah, and that's something that was a bit taken from me, and that was also a bit difficult to work with, is that especially in my situation with the amount of work that I have to do. At least back then, I was working a different job. So I had to work, and then sometimes I just want to be on my own, just to vibe a little bit, just to wind down from work, play video games, and basically vent out all of my bullshit from work, and then by playing video games. And they didn't like that. To which I'm like, that is kind of my thing of, let me just be on my own for a bit. I will recharge. I will be a better version of myself that I can then present to you for the rest of the day. But they didn't really like that when I did that. As in when I, when I just wanted to wind down on my own. Because I'm a very solitary person. I'm very, I can be fine on my own. And I need my alone time, maybe a bit more than other people. But it is a way for me to kind of reset me for the rest of the day and for tomorrow or the day that comes after. But yeah, they didn't like that. They preferred me just being like with them for the vast majority of the time, which I can understand. But I got to the point that I barely could do the things I wanted to do. And that was one of our struggles really during the relationship. So yeah. So that's why when I have another relationship, again, I'm going to be very upfront. I'm going to be very upfront with them. Be like, hey, I am someone that does require quite a bit of alone time. That doesn't mean that I will be ignoring you, or that doesn't mean that I won't be taking care of you, right? But what I will do is, well, I have my hobbies, I have work, I can be very tired, and I like video games, I like streaming, I like spending time with my community, and that's something that you will have to, take into consideration when, when we're together. The ideal significant other for me, or the ideal partner for me, would be someone that is also preferably someone that likes to game a lot, but also someone that is just that has the emotional intelligence of being mature enough, basically, right? Not just someone that is like, some fucking angry man child or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that. This basically like someone that really likes to play games that can take care of their own, that also can just do fine on their own without, being constantly with one another all the time. Like, of course, in the same house, that's fine. I would want that. But like, I'm not saying like I'm not saying that I need a relationship where we live in different places, but more like you can be in the same place. I want you to be in the same place. I want to hug you. I want to cuddle you. I want to lick you. All that stuff. I want to do fun things together for sure. And that's something that we will definitely do. But there should also be something that that significant other can do in the meantime while I'm also doing my thing. And that's the thing that my previous that my previous partner or my ex didn't have. They didn't have that. And that kind of sucks. To which they then had nothing to do and basically turned to me for, spending time. To which I'm like, I'm still doing my thing. So, yeah. That's why I just really want to be able to give the freedom to someone when they are in my life. And preferably, hopefully, I will find someone that also can just be fine on their own. That it's like, okay, I'm gonna go streaming now. What are you going to do? And then they're just like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just play with my friends or play video games with you. We can play some games together while you're streaming. Like, Jive, sure, fuck it, let's go. That we just play fucking whatever on stream, right? And then I'll invite you guys in as well and just fuck around. Like something like that would be ideal. It doesn't have to be someone that plays the exact same games as I do. Could be someone that plays Dark Souls all the time or something like that. And I'll just be like, okay, have fun. And I would oftentimes check into them. Okay, you need a drink, you need some snacks, want me to make you something, bring you some food, and I will actually do that. Bring the food to them, fucking hug them, kiss them on their forehead, kiss them on a cheek, not the ass cheek, but kiss them on the cheek, give them a little lick, and then go back to the stream. That's it. Like, I would just do silly shit like that. But yeah, I hope to be able to find someone like that. That's the kind of person that I am. Like, I will always check in. Like, hey, are you doing okay? How are games? How are things? Then ask them, do you need, do you need food? Do you need drinks? I'll bring you something. But yeah, that's the thing. You can clip it. Go for it. Fucking clip it. But that's the thing. As in, don't clip, well, you can include that bit of the ass cheek, but more like the general thing that I would do with my significant other, when they're playing video games. But that's the thing, like they can do whatever they want. They can play video games. They can watch NSW stuff as well. I don't care. While they're at it, when they're like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun now. Okay, cool. Wait, can I join? Shit like that. I would just do stuff like that. But for me, again, it is something that I just like doing, just taking care of people. And I wish that, I could one day do that with someone. Again, someone that is also a bit much of a lone gamer, but is also someone that really loves affection. Basically, someone like me, ideally. But that doesn't mean that they have to be exactly like me, but more in the sense of, are you mature enough to do things on your own? Do you, that you're not constantly asking for my attention, that you can do things on your own, that if you want to play video games or have a hobby, that you can go do that. You can go do that while I'm streaming, for example, or while I'm at work, is that you can also do whatever. And then, we will organize some time with fucking Ninja. Ninja, what's up? But yeah, it's something that I want to Ninja, fuck you. But it's something that I want to do, or that I want to have in a relationship. Someone that just is like, okay, I'm gonna do this now, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, you have fun with that, and I'll just I'll just do my streaming thing. That's simple. Then we will organize some time. Not really organized, but more like have an agreement of like every so often, we're gonna do something together, and then we will go do that. We will go out or something like that. Grab some Burger King, I don't fucking know, go to the movies. So yeah. And I just hope that one day I will be able to have someone like that. Yeah, I'm not someone that is going to be requesting anything of anyone, especially of my significant other. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna give you more than I'm going to ever ask you. So, oh well. Who knows? One day I might be able to do that. And that's a little bit of a melancholy thing that I'm struggling with, I guess. But I think I'm gonna be ending the stream sooner, like about half an hour sooner. So about 20 minutes, I will wrap up the stream. And then I will, take a little bit more time for myself and eat a little bit. But yeah, we still have about 20 minutes. Also, Mark, is he doing okay?
Be seeing you around then. Bye-bye.
Well, shit. Nah, god damn it. Yeah, I can, yeah. I mean, how old was he anyway? But, he is, the legend. The legend, but, 76 though? Jesus. That's, I mean, that's a nice age still, but it still sucks, right? I hope that, he was able to pass away in a very peaceful way. But yeah, that is indeed also quite a blow. But at least he lived his life as he wanted. And that's the thing. That's why I feel like the amount of years of your life doesn't matter as long as those years are actually good ones, right? So, as long as he was able to live doing the things that he loved, then that's fine. But, yeah. That is indeed something. But, yeah, in terms of relationships, though, it is going to be a struggle, and it is going to continue being a struggle for everyone, especially with today's day and age, especially with today's society and like thought processes. I'm thinking, why are we thinking this? That things are just not going to look up anytime soon. So for now, again, I can only hope to one day find someone like that, and that would be nice. That would be nice. All right, Shankar. Do take care, all right? Thank you so very much for tuning in. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, so that's why I'm gonna take a little bit extra, just a teensy bit extra for myself to slowly kind of wake up still, or maybe just get a tiny teensy bit of rest in and then go to work. Still have a long day of work to go. But yeah, hopefully things will be okay. And then at some point we will be back, and then tomorrow we will be playing some games again. We go back into the regular kind of schedule, with the schedule that I have planned, because the next holiday, as far as I know, is going to be somewhere in August, where we have a extended weekend thing. But for now, there's not going to be some kind of a holiday anytime soon. There goes the extended weekend already. Why does time have to fly by so quickly? Or if only I had the opportunity or the chance to actually, to stream for longer. That would be nice. Honestly, if I would be streaming for longer, every day would be at least a 10-hour stream. Every single day. But yeah. It do be something, It do be a goal, but a goal, not my primary goal. My primary goal is always going to be you guys, but being able to do this full time is the ideal situation. Yeah, with like by a wide margin, it would always be 10 hours of 10 hours of stream at least, because then I would still have another 14 hours, then minus 7 or 8, to do whatever the fuck I need to do. So that's why I feel like that would be really cool to do. So I can refocus everything on the stream and not have to worry about other things, But yeah, I do have to be earning money, Sadly enough, the world revolves around money, and with money I mean at why work, not at the stream. But yeah, with work, it is my most consistent source of income, of course. And yeah, it is. It can be difficult. It can be very difficult to do things. As you guys have seen, yeah, I'm just, I'm currently drowning in a financial shitty issue that I'm in. But in terms of other stuff, like combining my work with this is absolutely doable. The problem now is just that I have to pay taxes for 2 years rather than just one. And that's the thing. The reason why I thought that I was going to be okay is because it took an entire year it took the entire year of streaming for my accountant to be, oh, I'm gonna make this thing now for the end of the year. But I'm thinking, why couldn't we do this with this year too, right? So what my original plan is the plan would have been the same, right? But I thought that I had more time. That's the thing. That's the difference. I thought I would still save up every single penny that I earned, whether it is through work or through streaming. I would just save everything up for taxes, right? And the moment that I see okay, I can manage the taxes now, then I can use those expenses for example, more stuff for the Patreon, so I can give more back to you guys. Which, by the way, there is something that is in the works for you guys. That has been in the works for quite a while. But there is something on the way for you guys, because like I said, I want to give back to you guys. And there will be something. Even despite the situation that I'm in, there will be something, so don't worry about that. But again, that's already something that has been in the works way before this situation. So for those that want to know, by the way, check Patreon. But that's yeah. something that I want to be able to do more for you guys. I want to be able to do more, give back more to you guys. But at the moment, I can't because of this situation. And that really sucks. That really, really sucks. And that's why I just want to be able to get like through this basically and hopefully be able to save up. But again, the original plan that I had is I know that I have to pay these taxes, but I thought that I had more time, right? So my original plan was about like saving about 700 to 800 euros per month, right? By the time to February, that should be enough to make it, right? So I was like, okay, cool, so that'll work out. But then my accountant was like, yeah, you also already need to pay taxes for this year that you're currently in. And that's the issue now, is that I cannot save up that amount of money because otherwise I have nothing else to, you know, to live off of, you know, my expenses. Like I have no funds for my expenses, for my mortgage, for, you know, gas, water, electricity, all that stuff. I don't have that. So again, the original plan was, okay, so if it took that long, you know, to file the taxes, then I guess we'll also have another year to save up that. So I was hoping by 2026 that it's going to be like, okay, now, you know, we are saving up then for the next year that we have to pay by February 2027. So I was like, okay, chill, we can do that, right? But the problem then started with my accountant also already letting me know, like, hey, you also got to pay tax. Those taxes that you need to pay, you have to pay them right now in terms of, you know, for this year. But also at the same time, by 2026, as in February 2026, you will also need to have paid the taxes from the previous year all at one time. But again, I thought that I would be able to do the same thing for this year, for 2025. I thought I would also have time for that. But no, it's at the same time, and that's the issue that I'm in right now. So if it was like that I had a full year to prepare for the taxes of 2025, I would be able to make it. Easy, I would be able to make it. But now that I have to also cough up money for this year and previous year at the same time, that's why I'm struggling so hard right now. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna end the stream right now, actually. Just give me a little bit of extra time to prep my food. But yeah, I will be ending the stream now. I do hope you guys enjoyed today's stream of vibing with us, and it was really fun. I hope to be able to do that more often, to do this more often, more fun, more shenanigans, more stuff, more goobering around, and yeah, I feel like you guys do enjoy this, I think, in terms of, you know, seeing a little bit more movement and, you know, looks a little bit more realistic, I guess. Of course, you guys like what you're seeing on stream, I can tell. You know, the very two big obvious reasons that you see on your screen. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, instead of the model, right? Instead of the model, you actually get like a little bit more realistic feedback of what's happening behind the scenes, right? So yeah, it's a little fun little thing that we can do from time to time. So yeah. So with that, I would say thank you so very much, everyone, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do hope to see you in the next stream. If you want to DM me, you always can. And if there's anything that I can do to help, let me know. But do take care. Have a good night's rest for those that are going to bed. Stick around for the raid, and remember that I love you all for being you.
Be seeing you around then. Bye-bye.